Hello, everybody. Sunday Adelaja here from Kyiv, Ukraine. I want to welcome you to another day and another program of ours. Today's program is going to be unique, and I'm sure that I'm going to have a lot of backlash. And I've already warned my staff that a lot of people are going to be coming in to try to comment negatively about me and about this program. But, you know, I'm used to it because we have a lot of them every day. I have a lot of people calling me names and shouting against me and trying to, you know, demonize me for supporting Buhari. But, you know, I would not allow less informed people to change my course and dictate to me who is more informed or better informed to dictate to me what I'm supposed to do. And, you know, then some of them who say they are my followers still try to tell me that even though we are following you, you've helped us, you've opened our eyes to the right Christianity, but still we are against you now because of your political stance. And, you know, I'm not going to be blackmailed. I'm not going to allow myself to be blackmailed to doing something against my convictions and against my conscience. So I'm a man of conscience and a man of truth. And I'm going to devote myself to the truth that I've discovered and to the truth that I know. For those of you who are having questions on why I support Buhari and why I'm campaigning for him so rigorously, well, I made a video recently, and that video highlights the point and the achievements that I have noticed that Buhari had gained over the years. And then you either believe it or take it. But you don't need to call me names because of that. You come up with your own facts and come out with your own you know, proofs that these things are not so. So, but if you cannot disprove me by fact, then you don't resolve to name calling. But if you want name calling, I know I have an able soldier today who is going to be able to answer you match for match, man for man. He's not going to give a room. He's not a pastor. I think he has a good ground to be able to stand his ground and be able to talk in the language that you want.
Yes, Pastor.
Well, today I have a Nigerian, one of the most patriotic Nigerians that I've seen in the last few years. And I'm not even sure, I've not talked to him about this, but I suppose that the Buhari administration, the presidency might not even know that he's doing this, because people will be saying, just like they tell me, that they have paid me out, that, you know, I've been bribed. I'm sure they're telling him the same thing. But we're going to ask him today, because I personally feel that he's just like me. He's just passionate about the country, not going down the drill. But we'll ask him. So here we go. I have Ben here with me today. But you probably know Ben more from Never Atiku Luta Facebook page. Yes.
Three words that I joined together, sir.
Sorry?
It's 3 words. Never Atiku looters.
Okay, Never Atiku Looters. S in the
Yes,
at the
never
end.
Atiku. So it's kind of Never Atiku and the looters. So I make them together and I form that phrase. And to be honest with you, it has catch fire.
Never Atiku Looters.
Yes, never them. We don't want looters. We don't want Atiku. We want a honest people. We want people, a government that actually cares about people. And this is the reason I am campaigning for President Buhari, because I know his mind and his soul is for Nigeria.
Now, Ben, I just mentioned to the viewers that you have shown a level of patriotism that is uncommon, because in our own cultural mindset, once you begin to say anything and people come against you, people back out and just say, okay, I don't want to spoil my name. Where is this patriotism coming from? Why did you even start the campaign?
Pastor, the first thing I will say is this: when I've actually been living in Europe over a decade, and I have seen so many things that is wrong with our country. And having the experience and living in this country or in this continent and seeing how things work, and going back home and see how things is working there and what people consider a priority in the life of the people, actually make me to say, wow, why we young people kept quiet for so long. We can actually take this fight to them, and we can actually make our voice heard. And it get me even more upset when I discover Atiku, suddenly he joined PDP, and under 6 months he got their nomination. Who does that? Which politician can do that? You know, you are from one party to the other, you came back to the other party. After 6 months, you crush all the opposition in that party and take their candidate and become the nominee for that party.
Who does that? Who does that? Dollar does that.
Dollars, basically. Dollars. So when he got that nomination, I got upset, and I'm like, I'm taking this fight. My family, a lot of people that I know, they couldn't believe when they saw me. Like,
they were surprised.
They were surprised. They don't believe that I have that in me. I'm like, yes, I am getting upset, and I cannot accept this anymore. And I have decided to go public, and I want to make sure that most Nigerians can actually see the message that we are trying to share, and it's really working, and we're going to get Buhari re-elect. And nobody sent me the message. It is my own patriotic reason that I stood up to do this for my nation, so I can have a place to go back to. If I'm tired of living here, I can have a home. I can have a place. My family that live there can have something they can look up to, instead of always depending on people that live abroad or in the handout. The economy is meant to work for people. We are blessed with natural resources, and the subsequent government that we had have mismanaged it. Atiku is number one of those kind of people that have destroyed our economy and embezzle it and become ownership of Nigerian economy to himself. And now he's coming back again. So it shocked me to actually imagine Atiku is coming back. And I see people supporting this man. And if we kept our mouth quiet, he will get that election and he will win. So we say no. So we have to fight it. And then this is what we are doing, sir.
Wow. So how much did they pay you?
They pay me nothing. I can tell you this, in everything I have in me, I have never received $1 from anyone. I spend my money, I spend my resources to make sure I can pay for this man. I traveled, I go everywhere, I attend, go to TV station, I charge nothing. It's from me to Nigeria and to my future of my country. So when I do business in Nigeria, I know I am doing business with integrity, with people that matters, with people that actually understand that you don't have to eat everything to be normal. We can all have enough if we care for each other. So nobody pay me anything, sir. No government official pay me anything. Nobody support this thing. I have never received $1, one dime from anyone. Not $1. But our payment, as we say, Pastor, because what you are doing is example of somebody that I look up to, because what you are doing, if I don't know, it's whatever you think I'm doing, sir, it's like this, Pastor, with what you are doing, because you are creating a future that you don't even know. You are imparting life that you don't even know you are imparting.
But how did you know about me? I just started doing this live Facebook 3 years ago. But you know, how do you want to say
Pastor,
my activity has also somehow impacted you or encouraged you or what?
Your activity drew me more closer to you, Pastor. Let me tell you, Pastor, over 12 years ago, about 12 years ago, I was living in Austria, in Western Europe. And one time I was going through the channel. Let me see if I can link this to my page as well.
Yes, Pastor. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Just go to your my page and share it to your page.
Yeah,
because your followers would like to really see this going on. Okay, while you go and do that, let me just make some announcements.
Right.
Yes. So everybody, I see that people are already trying to call in. They are already, right now, fight will start. The battle will start big time now. Some people are already trying to call in and to say their opinion. We are going to allow you to call in. Everybody that wants to call into this program, we are going to give you the room to call in, but not now. Let me talk to him for at least 1 hour. So I'm going to have 1 hour of discussion with him. Let him pour out everything in him. his heart and everything in him. So once you hear him finish, you hear somebody before you try to crucify him, or even if you want to support him, hear him out first. So we are going to talk with him for like the next 45 minutes. And after that discussion with him, then all of you could call in. So how do you call into this program? The way to call in is to go to Facebook Messenger. You go to Facebook Messenger. When you get to Facebook Messenger, you look for Move Agents. Move Agents. Move Agents. One word. Move Agents. Now, when you get Move Agents, you write and say, I want to call in or I want to contribute. And once you write that you want to call in or contribute, then we will get back in touch with you. We will call you back so that you could contribute and say whatever you want to say about the program today and about never Atiku looters. Never Atiku looters. Why Atiku must never rule Nigeria again. Why Atiku must never be allowed to rule this country again. I think Ben is ready now. And hello, Ben. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm just trying to share it to my page so the thousands of followers that we have as well can be of days.
Is it working out for you, or you need some help?
For some reason, my computer looking frozen now. But I think.
Or another thing you could do, if anybody has access to your page, you could just tag them and tell them to share it for you. Send a message to them and tell them to share this to your page.
It's about going. I think I'm getting it now. Yes, okay. yes.
Then meanwhile, there is a book that I wrote. Somebody read this book. Let me just make that announcement while you are sharing.
Yes.
Somebody read this book. It's called Nigeria, How to Make Nigeria the Greatest Country in the World. That book, somebody said that is the greatest book I've ever written. I didn't know that, but the person read the book and said, this book, Pastor Sunday, every Nigerian must read it, and that this book is the greatest book that you have ever written. And the guy had read 40 books from me, 40 or 60 books of my books. And he said, this one, he said it changed his whole mentality. He said it changed the way he looks at the world. He said it changed the way even he feels about himself. He wanted to travel away from Nigeria abroad, but he said, no, I'm not going anywhere again. With this book, I'm going to be part of the people who will change Nigeria. So he started a class. He started doing free classes for school children everywhere that they should be studying this book, and he started paying for it. He said, because if every Nigerian will know what is written in this book, we will turn America is a child's play, he said. So if you have not read this book, go get it. You can actually read it. Everybody that is watching us, you can all read this book for free. All my books are available for free on Facebook, on Kindle Unlimited. But you've got to be registered on that platform, Kindle Unlimited. Once you are registered on Kindle Unlimited, you can read all my books for free, including this book. But if you have not been registered on Kindle Unlimited, then you can get the book on Amazon or on Okada Books. So I hope, Sam, have you been able to share the thing now?
Yeah, I think I'm on it. I think I'll be able to share it. It's just, I think I have done it now.
Okay.
So we can go ahead and I will repost it later if it doesn't work. So I'll do that later. It would have been nice to have it online. It would have
been nice to have it. Keep on trying.
Yeah, I am trying now. So.
Keep on trying. Meanwhile, why?
Yes. I'm listening to you, Pastor. Yes.
Okay. So the question I ask you is that, so how did you get to know Dr. Sunday Adelaja? How did you get in touch?
Pastor, as I told you, it was 12 years ago, and I was flipping through channel in Austria, and I came across your program, and I watched you. I think it was on TBN.
Yes.
And I got connected to you straight away, and I'm like,
since 12 years ago.
12 years ago, beautiful. And I start following your program. I start following you. I start every time I got a chance, I watch, and then I see how you've changed that country.
Yeah.
And when you change about a couple of years ago, that you start talking about the issue of Nigeria,
yes.
I also I'm like, wow, Pastor is talking about exactly the same thing that has been on my mind for a long time. So I start following you. So when you get all those people that are criticizing you, I just laugh. And I'm like, Did they even understand? Did they know? Did they understand what God is using you to do, Pastor? Did they get it? What God is using you to do? Because what you are doing for our country, I am telling you, the seed that you are planting at the moment will come back and you will be surprised what God has done through you. And that's why Dr. Miles Monroe says something. He says it's not the amount of grave that you find. It is things that people wanted to say that they couldn't say. It is the dream that people have that they never realize. It is the idea that never materialize. Pastor, you could have decided, so I don't want to offend anyone. I'm not going to talk about this because it's more convenient for you. You won't lose friends. Because if you have a good friend, Pastor, and I come to your house and my armpit is smelling, if you are my friend, you will tell me, Ben, you need deodorant. That is it. But if you are not my friend, it's an inconvenient truth to tell someone you need deodorant. But it is good you tell him, so other people will not see his shame. So you are talking now so that our country can get better. You are talking now so that churches that should make changes, that have power. We have mega churches that have power to make changes in the life of people. They are not doing it. They are romancing corrupted people. And once you talk against them, they try to isolate you. Pastor, men can isolate you, but God will never isolate you. Men can despise what you have to say, but young people like us, we are watching you and we are learning from you. You've done it in Ukraine. You went to a Soviet Union, a country that they are the hardest to reach in every aspect of life. If you walk with them, they are the hardest to penetrate. God used you to penetrate this country. They accepted you. And you've changed so many lives. And you are talking, and people, if you would have been going about and sharing money with Atikus, they would have been praising you. If you would have been going about and collecting tithes and offering and not using it for the kingdom of God or not using it for what it's meant for. Pastor, I watched you when there was a Libyan crisis, when they were selling slaves, when they were selling black people, which unfortunately Nigeria is a majority of those people in that camp, if you look at the way they were talking. You are raising money to support that. I want to see pastors in Nigeria that raise money to do that. I want to see men of God in Nigeria that consider the suffering of a Nigerian person in a Libyan desert as a suffering of his congregation. I want to see that. I want to see Bishop, I want to see Oyodepo say, oh, wow, it can happen. It can happen. We are raising money. We want to help these people. I want to see that. They're not going to do it. You go to church in Nigeria and you pay your tithe, and then you pay all the money you have, and in 2 minutes you need that money back, and you come back to them. You say, can I have 10 pounds? They will tell you that the money is gone. You have to go and bring application form. You say, no, my son just fell down and his leg is broken. I've just paid my tithe of $10,000. Can I have $10 so I can treat my child? They want application. That is not how God wanted it. So when you are doing that, Pastor, who am I? Everything I'm doing, I'm vocal. If anything happened to me tomorrow, I have sown my own seed on the planet Earth. And history will judge me that when I have the chance to speak, I spoke. And then, Pastor, what you are doing, they will come back to celebrate you.
Amen.
One that have raised their voice against you, they will come back to celebrate you because you are on the path of righteousness. They are on the path of evil.
But some people will say it's because you are not on ground in Nigeria, because if you are on ground, that you will see the hunger and the poverty. That's what they tell me all the time.
Pastor, that's what they keep saying, sir. They say because you live in Europe where things are working, that is the major reason they should be listening to us. Because we live in a system where things is actually working. So when I'm telling you things are not working with you, believe me, it's not working. When I'm telling you that live in Nigeria where things are not working, and I live in a country where things are working, and I'm telling you things are not working, then you say because I'm not here, I have no right to say. Yeah. I have as much right as everyone in Nigeria. I have as much right as wherever you are. Ikotekpene, Lagos, Abuja, Kaduna, Onitsha, the same right you have is the same right I have sitting down in New York or sitting down in London. Because we all identify to one country, Nigeria.
But they said you are heartless because if you are from the south or you are a Christian and you are supporting Buhari, it means you are heartless because Buhari wants to Islamize Nigeria and you are helping him to Islamize the country.
Thank you so much for even saying this, Pastor. This Buhari is one of the most liberal president Nigeria ever have. And I'm saying this now. He's not a conservative Christian. Muslim, he's a liberal Muslim. That is a Buhari for you. Buhari is a progressive liberal Muslim. There's all those things they were throwing at him. It never works though, because the action of Buhari is different from everything that the Christian brothers who's supposed to be preaching peace are throwing at this man.
No, but the bishops are saying cut off their heads.
Yeah, the bishops are cutting Buhari on the Bishop are telling their congregation Buhari want to Islamize Nigeria. No, Buhari never does that. Buhari has never bring his religion. You don't even know he's a Muslim because he practices his religion in his room
privately,
outside. So this is a great man that God has given him to us. And the reason why this man is protected, the reason why this man is so loved, because Nigerians in majority have seen that this is a great man. And people are working for this man without pay.
But you are not from Southeast, no? Or you don't know, you are not Igbo?
No, I'm from Kogi State, but I actually grew up in East. I grew up, I speak the language.
You speak what language?
I speak Igbo very well, a little bit. I can't say very well like an Igbo man, but I can understand almost all of it.
Can you try to prove that to us and talk to them right now in Igbo?
Join na Pastor Sunday Adelaja's page. I am a live program. I'm with Pastor Sunday Adelaja. So God bless you guys. We are here with Pastor Sunday Adelaja.
So you understand the mindset of the Easterner?
I understood the mindset of an Igbo man like an Igbo man. Whether you are from the East, I understand the reason why they don't support Buhari. And it's not all of the Igbos that don't support Buhari, all of the Easterners that don't support Buhari. There are thousands and millions well-meaning Igbo and Easterners that are supporting this president. But their voice has been suppressed. I had one video out one time and I was encouraging because I keep on getting emails and messages from Facebook. People are telling me, listen, they like what I'm doing. They are from Anambra State. They are from Imo. They want Buhari. They love Buhari, but they can't post it on their page. They can't repost. So that's why they're sending me the message direct. I told them, I said, please do not repost things that you know will bring inconvenience to you. It's not everyone that understands. So sometimes you have to be diplomatic. Don't post it, but have your PVC ready.
Can you tell us your connection with the East? Where did you live in the East so that people will really know?
I live in Onitsha, in Anambra State. I attended a school called Obunike Boys High School in Obunike.
Wow, you even went to school there?
Yes, sir. And I mix up with Igbos. I have Igbos as my friends, and all my life, most people think I'm an Igbo man, but actually I'm from Kogi State. I speak Igbira language, and I'm from Okehi local government, a very wonderful state, local government in my land, and I'm from. The people of Kogi State finally know that I'm from their state now because I have a lot of people from Kogi State that follow my page and they're very passionate about Buhari and they're looking forward to get this man re-elected. So and this is the mission that we're doing. Mission of restoring Nigeria. We keep on saying that young people need to get involved. If we keep quiet and keep on playing music or Snapchat or Instagram, things of vanity, things that does not bring anything to the development of our country. But this is an inconvenient truth that young people like me have come out. As I said, I am an internet Buhari soldier, and I will make sure.
Yeah, even your dress, it's like you are a one-man army.
Yes, I am internet Buhari soldier. So we want to get him re-elect. We want to make sure Nigeria get better and better, because PDP have no vision for Nigeria, and most of the people that support this party are supporting the party because of their bellies. So every time they say, oh, there's no food, there's hunger, there's hunger, there's hunger. And I'm looking, everything is not, there's never a time in Nigerian history where there's no hunger. So we are doing infrastructure. The government is doing the road. They are developing things that will last long in the life of Nigeria. And with all those things in places, then life will be better for every other.
But even when I came up with statistics and of information of what is being done, people say those are propaganda, nothing is on ground.
Because those are the distractors. And there are people that have make it their mission not to see the truth. Even when the truth is confronting them, they know. I posted something on my Facebook a couple of days ago, and it was a prayer. I said, God, if Buhari is not the right person to lead Nigeria forward, let him no win. I want everyone to say amen. I say PDP people will not say amen because they can't say amen. Because he's the right, they know. If they say amen to that, it will catch fire because they know Buhari is the right person. But because they are talking, they are thinking about their tummy, they're thinking about their corrupted way of doing things. So they don't see the light.
When did you begin this, your campaign?
I've always been an activist, sir. But it becomes serious when I see the chances that Atiku has. Atiku is corrupt. Atiku what more money maybe than Dangote. Atiku can spend $2 billion for campaign. And I'm telling you, he can do that.
Somebody said he's the one that is in charge of the generators.
Yes, that Meccano generator, he's the one. And they gave them money to do the electricity for Nigeria. Instead of doing it, he went and started a factory and started producing generator. What kind of a leader is that?
And the 16 billion disappeared.
Yes, 16 billion. That money is gone. So the president is going to ask for that money in a second time. That's why you see all of them campaigning against him. Obasanjo came out. He said, no, Atiku must win because he's going to cover us. Even bishops, even pastors are sharing money that made for the development of a country. Pastor, you need to question a member that come to the church and drop you $1 million. Because you need to say, are you kidding me? I was watching Benny Hinn and somebody called from Abuja and donate to Benny Hinn on TBN live show $1 million.
From the impoverished Nigeria where people cannot do 3 square meal.
And Benny Hinn collapsed on his sofa and said, what did you say? He said $1 million. And this person is calling from Abuja, Nigeria. And he's donating, he's giving $1 million.
Even Americans cannot give that kind of money out.
American will never do that. Nobody in America will give $1 million
to Benny Hinn.
So that you know, but American can share, they can give $1 billion because they know they're philanthropists. The money is going for something that they know is going to impact people. And then we have citizens of our country that are dying in desert to come to Europe. I was driving through Paris. I drove down to Paris and I was coming in Calais. And I decided to just stop over between Paris and the UK at the border there just to have a sandwich. And then I saw almost 100 and about 50 of these people are Nigerians. They want to enter UK. Bros, let me join in. Bros, let me hide. I will hide under your car. I will do this. I'm like, no, please. I cannot take this risk. I'm crossing over back to the UK. so I don't want to carry anybody in my car. These are Nigerians. After they have trekked all the way from Libya to everywhere, trekking, black race, pastor.
But this thing that you are doing, it takes a lot of not just activism, but courage. Nigerians are not like that. Nigerians like to be at the background and push another person in front. How come you broke, how are you able to break that jinx?
Pastor, if we don't do this, who will? If it's a calling, the Bible talk about calling, and there's a lot of calling on a lot of people's life. Sometimes your calling might not be my calling might not be your calling, but God never bless anyone with anything that is not having any purpose for. When God brought you down to Ukraine, you wasn't seeing 100,000 people that God is going to make you to touch. You haven't seen 500,000 people that is going to be imparted directly through what God, anointing that God has put over your head. You did not see that, but God saw it, and God said, Pastor Sunday, I am going to use you to achieve this mission. And if God tell you that, Pastor, Nigeria is going to get better, but you need to speak, then you should know that Nigeria is going to get better. And that is why you are speaking. And that is why we love you, Pastor. And that is why thousands of people loves you. You understand? People that love you are not going on internet to start writing because they love you. People that is always jumping and say, oh, Pastor is losing his head. How do you tell a man that have achieved everything that he's losing? Pastor, you are not losing your head. You are doing it because this is the calling of God. It should scare you. Because when God anoints you, if it doesn't scare men, then there's no anointing. So what you are doing scared people because it is a reality. So what I am doing scared people. Why is he talking? Why can't he just keep his mouth quiet? He's in Europe. He got money. He got things. I haven't got money, but I got family. I got system that work for everyone in this country. So
you don't want Atiku to come back?
No, Atiku.
Can you give us 5 or maybe even more reasons, facts that will say yes, Atiku shouldn't come back?
First, one reason that I'll give to you is one of the reasons that Atiku is epitome, is what I call is a definition of corruption, because this man all his life he has always worked for as a civil servant, from enrolling as a Nigerian custom officer to leading Nigerian custom to the point of being governor of Adamawa State, then to the point of vice president. As you can see, this man has always dealt with public as a public servant. And then how do you define that man when he just turned out and he become one of the richest person in Nigeria? He make more money from Nigerian Port Authority than Nigerian Port Authority makes, because he privatized it and diverted it to himself. And he came out and he said, I have 50,000 staff. Let Atiku tell Nigerians, let him come out and tell Nigeria how many parastatal, how many government places,
ministries.
Their ministry have 50,000 staff that they are paying regular money to. 0. But Atiku private company can proud of 50,000 people that he's employed. Atiku is epitome of corruption. Atiku is a witness to corruption. Atiku is the head of corruption, and he does not deserve our chances. No second chance for him, because he will say Nigeria, if we make that mistake, we will go back to Egypt one more time. And we might never come back again. Because what kind of integrity he has to even offer himself? Atiku is as good as disqualified from a local government chairman, talk less of Federal Republic of Nigerian president. You can see it in him. He's fake. Today he's roaming around New York thinking he's going to be. He was staying in Donald Trump's house thinking, oh, I've been approved. No, you're not approved. Nigerians are going to vote that guy out completely. I can assure you that, Pastor.
But the people you said you have the mindset of the Easterners, Igbos, and you know the Igbos very well. But the Igbos, a lot of them, maybe not all of them, but a lot of them especially, and some Southern Christians, actually say that that is not Atiku, that is not Buhari we are supporting, who is in Aso Rock. Somebody even wrote me today that he has a personal revelation, an Igbo man too, that he saw it in a dream or somewhere. He didn't know. I said, maybe you have over-listened to, what's the name of the Afran guy? Nnamdi Kanu. Maybe he has over-listened to Nnamdi Kanu. But most of them believe that you have, is it Jubril they call him?
They say it's an imposter. I mean, Pastor, when this story came out and I hear people talking about it, I was like, people are talking nonsense. But then I discover it's becoming a trend. I see somebody that went to school saying Buhari's clone. I see people that are close to me saying it. And I'm like, I don't understand. How do you allow hatred or common sense?
Hatred, yeah.
Of reasoning to judge you to the point of saying, you can hate Buhari, I don't mind. But don't allow your brain to be messed up by saying things like that, by believing a narrative like that, by believing a story like that. And then you don't just believe it, you are posting it, you are sharing it. And then I question a lot of my friends. I question their sanity. I'm looking at that. I'm like, if you believe this, I fear you. In short, if I'm drinking coffee and you are standing there, I will keep my coffee with me when I'm going to toilet, because I don't believe what's in your head anymore. Because if you can sit down and actually say Buhari is not Buhari in Aso Rock because somebody told you, Nnamdi Kanu told you, then something is wrong with you. And the bishop that have
Oyedepo
2 million followers, a bishop stood on the pulpit and shared this. Pastor, where are we going, sir? And said it to the people and said, pray. And people start praying. I want to slap them one by one, Pastor. I'm like, are you kidding me? So if a pastor asks you to eat grass, you start, in short, what am I saying? Pastor have asked people to eat grass in Africa and they have ate grasses. I said, I was shocked that this is coming out of Bishop Oyedepo's mouth. I had to make a video about it. And I'm like, no, this is not right. Just because Buhari came into power and said, Bishop, you've not been paying for parking your private jet. You're going to be paying for that. You've not been paying your due
tariff.
You got to pay for it. And then you got angry. Because Bishop were sharing money when Jonathan were there. They were sharing money. National security money, Dasuki money gone to Bishop as well. Bishop Oyedepo shared that money with them as well. He has plane. He has a university that member of his church cannot attend. He don't pay tax. He live in Nigeria. He drive in Nigeria. He fly his plane in Nigeria Airways. So he should be paying his own due. He's not doing that. So, Pastor, the issue of Nigeria has mesmerized my brain to the point that I have to start speaking out.
Okay, but you are based in England. Can you move a little bit to your right again?
Yes.
Yes, that's good, good. Okay, you are based in the UK now, and so many people said that the man died in the UK and that they have the death certificate.
Pastor, what a joke. Like where Nigeria is over 250 million population, sir. And our president will die in the UK, and then we will clone a new one and send him back to Nigeria. What kind of a mindset? Pastor, we shouldn't be discussing this. This is below human dignity.
It is. I agree.
This is basically below human dignity. We should not even be entertaining this.
Okay, but what about the ones that say, okay, go ahead, you wanted to say
something. Because the mentality behind that false information, it's crazy. It's not normal. that people will believe such nonsense? I don't know. It baffled me. I in the UK now. Yes, sir.
What about the people who say that he's too old and too weak, and that somebody even wrote me today and said that, you know, he didn't do well in the interviews, and that we shouldn't. Pastor Sunday, what are you doing? You are imposing an old and sick man upon Nigeria, and that, you know, you don't love the country, and the man might not survive it. You know, what do you say to those kind of people?
To be honest with you, they have their reasoning of saying such nonsense, Pastor. But the first thing I would say about the age is not a criteria for a good governance. Yeah. Buhari is 76 years old. Malaysia economy is better than Nigerian economy times 10.
Yeah.
And their president is 90 years or 90-something years
93.
old, who has been a leader before. And because corruption took place there, and it's not normal. And they know
I think you have something put on. You might need to put that off. Do you have anything on?
Yeah. I think it's my error, because I think the one on my laptop just started working.
Oh, so, okay.
So can you see me, Pastor? Yes.
Yeah, we see you.
Yes. So as I was saying, it just don't make sense that people will be talking about his age, like his age is. No, it's not the age matters.
Yeah.
Can you see me, Pastor? Because
yes. But meanwhile, you go ahead and fix that. While you are fixing that, I will make a few announcements here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. It baffled me.
So I want to use this opportunity to tell people who want to call into the program that yes, you'll be able to call into the program in the next 10-15 minutes. But right now, you need to begin to write now that you want to call. Begin to write right now. Begin to send your request in that you want to call. And the way to call is to go to Facebook Messenger. Facebook Messenger, look for Move Agents. One word, Move Agents. And then just send us information that I want to call, I want to contribute. And we are going to call you back. We will call you back. You don't need to call. We'll call you back. And for those of you who have not read this book that is there, How to Make Nigeria the Greatest Country in the World, please do yourself a favor. And you will fall in love with Nigeria all over again. And also, of course, you can get it on Amazon. You can read it for free on Kindle Unlimited. For those of you who want to visit Ukraine for the next History Makers training, well, the next History Makers training is in February next month. This month that is coming, less than a month now, from the 2nd to the 7th of February. So if you want to join and you have Western European passport or Western countries passport, then you don't need a visa. Just jump in the plane. Just go and register first on sundayadelajablog.com/HMT. sundayadelajablog.com/HMT. Well, let's go back to Ben. Ben is all ready for us here.
Yes, Pastor, I'm here, sir.
Yes, so tell us, never articulators. Articulators.
Yes, sir.
How did you come across that title? That is a bold one.
Yes, because he's a looter. And the reason Nigeria is where we are is because of looters. And the reason why Nigeria is so backward in development, infrastructure, our GDP level, and the poverty level in Nigeria is because people have personalized our national wealth. Once they get the chance to go in there, instead of doing what we ask them to do, fixing Nigeria, they start taking money away. Like former Minister of Petroleum.
Diezani or something they call her.
Diezani. That woman stole so much that I don't understand. I don't understand what you think you need this money for. So we never had Atiku talk about corruption. Have you, Pastor Sunday, have you heard Atiku addressing corruption since he's been going about talking about this campaign?
Yes, I heard him say that if he will allow people to shop, that corruption is no problem, that I will shop, you will shop. Maybe not him personally, but some of his campaign team were saying our party PDP is shop, make I shop.
Chop, make I chop. That is their mentality. And that is what has kept Nigeria. And we have got a president where if you go into his office and share that kind of nonsense, you'll be out and you might never be able to see Buhari again. When Buhari was a former military president, yes, sir, we know something, and him and Idi Agbon, what they did, law against indiscipline. You remember that stories.
Yes.
You remember how people fear disobeying the law, the norms. We know this man to be a man of integrity, the man of honor, and no matter what they throw at him, we are going to stand for him and we're going to re-elect him. And Nigerian people are hearing it and Nigerian people are seeing it.
What about people who are saying that there is more corruption now with
that's what they keep saying.
APC than PDP?
That is what they keep saying. They got their chances before to fix Nigeria, to probe corrupted people. They never do that. So now Buhari's got his chances. He's doing what he has to do. They will be throwing things. But in their heart of heart, they know. But they will not say it because of selfishness, because they believe that the Nigeria belongs to their family. And that is not going to work this time around, sir. That is not going to.
People like Saraki.
Absolutely. When you talk about Saraki is example of over, what will I call him? I don't know. He's not going to be re-elected.
Over corruption.
Over corruption. And he think his father control Kwara State. He think he's controlling the place. And he came over. But Saraki was never for Buhari. The reason they supported Buhari, they think things are going to continue as usual. So as soon as Buhari got elected, they go into him. They discover this man is a hardened man, man. He's not going to allow them to carry on the business. They start turning against him. And then Buhari starts seeing opposition right in front of him from the people he trusted. From the judiciary to the police to the senators to the National Assembly, people start against the president because the guy is not sharing money. Buhari confirmed the last time when he was in Poland. He said when he came to London and he was sick, people start planning already. They told Oshobanjo, this man is going to die. Let's make you a president.
Wow.
Oshobanjo refused.
Wow.
Start nominating themselves as a vice president. Oshobanjo will be president, and then this one will be vice president. Oshobanjo is a honorable man. He refused. He waited for his boss. And by God's grace, Buhari got this sickness that he had. God healed him. Because I don't believe it's doctor that did that.
Yeah.
Because that man could have died in London.
Yeah.
But God healed him. And if you see Buhari of that last year, and you see Buhari now, you'll be surprised. What miracle. And that kind of life that God has thrown into his life, that life is coming back into the Nigerian system.
Amen. Amen.
He's going to set things out in the next 4 years. And then infrastructure, and then people will fear before they steal. Accountability will be order of the day under this government.
You say you are from Kogi State?
Yes, sir.
Is that not the same place where Dino Malaya is?
From the west. I'm from the central. He's from the west. He's from the same state. So, and then he's a clown.
But yeah, he's like a troublemaker, sort of. What do we have to say about him?
His case has been decided already. He's not going to be re-elected. There's no way his people will vote him.
No, but your people couldn't impeach him.
No, they tried to bring him down, but they tried to like impeach. They can't do it. But now he got a chance to go for election. Let him contest. He's contested. So, and his time is over because the people of West Senatorial, the district he come from, they're not going to vote him. They're going to vote for Senator Smart Adeyemi, who was there before.
Because they have seen his true face.
This guy he's a tout. He's the area boy.
Okay.
He has no space to be in the government area. He has no business to be there. But he got his chance and he wasted it. Now he's going out.
I see him, he's always flaunting his cars and things like that. You know, I don't know if you saw the car park that he was always showing.
I made a video. I made that video, the video of his car. I made that video, and it was my voice on that video. When somebody brought his cars to my attention, I went onto into his page, which was a public page then, his Instagram, and I saw all his car. I decided to make that video, and that video have been shared over.
Yes, I shared it myself.
Yes, over 7,000 with over, on my page alone, I got over 170,000 view click on it with thousands of comments, and people can see what our elected officials are doing. Living a life like a celebrity, while the people they represent are completely lowest of the lowest when it comes to representing them. So the Dino Malai case has been decided by his people, and they're going to vote him out. And that's it. He has no chance to return back to the Senate again.
Yeah, that's... So what about your family? How are you not concerned for the safety of your people? Or sometimes, okay, so for example, sometimes I want to invite people to my platform, like we are talking now, to interview them, and their relatives or their family members at home, we get to know about it and say, oh, no, Otio, no, don't go to that platform because, you know, you have problem. We don't have problem. You are in Europe, but we have problem at home or something. What about fear? Fear factor is one of the major things in Nigerian politics.
It's absolutely, you're absolutely right. But you know, God protect people that stand for righteousness.
Yes,
He's our protector. So I have no concern about that one.
No, but pressure from your wife or your relatives.
No, I have my mission on earth. And everyone has their mission on earth. So I have decided, as I told you, when my first video came out and it went viral, I got a family member out. They couldn't believe what they're seeing. Are you okay? Friends were calling me. I said, I'm okay. I know what I'm doing. Because everyone wants to follow the path of, I'm not talking, let the sleeping dog lie. But who's going to talk? America is America today because people spoke. Because people sacrificed to make United States the state it is. So people sacrifice in the United Kingdom. Everywhere you go. In Ukraine, people sacrifice to make Orange Revolution. People like you and a lot of people that are in you. So people sacrifice to make things happen. In China, people sacrifice. Nigeria want to go the other way around. You can't eat your cake and have it. If all of us kept quiet, who will support a righteous man like Buhari? No, we have to come out. We have to support him. And millions of people are doing what I'm doing. Not because it's just because they are not on the internet doesn't mean they are not doing it. Thousands and thousands of people are doing this every day. Every day. But they are not having a platform doesn't mean they are not doing it. So I am doing it for myself and I'm doing it for the country I call my home. I'm a British citizen, but I'm always in Nigeria. That is what judged me first. That is what I hold as in my DNA. It's my country. It's Nigeria I am.
You know what you are talking about is like that is I just wrote a book I released it last week. And it's called The Plague of Silence, to break the plague of silence. Because what we are talking about is a plague. It has become a plague in our society.
Yes.
Silence.
Silence. You're not speaking. You are not saying, you are trying to play along and allow evil seed to grow. Cut it off. That's what the Bible said. We cannot keep quiet to allow Atiku to take affair for Nigeria. We cannot keep quiet because my cousin does not like what I'm going to say. No, I have to say it. And the truth, at the end of the day, will set us free. So Buhari will be re-elected because the people of Nigeria have seen it.
Yeah, so you've repeated that many times that Buhari will be re-elected. What gives you that assurance?
Because I know the good people of Nigeria will come out in numbers, in millions. and vote for this man because they've seen his heart. They have seen his heart. It's not comparable. I have seen people in this country that really, really don't like Buhari, but they vowed to me, they told me, they will vote for Buhari 1 million times before they consider Atiku. And they don't like Buhari. They say, no, Atiku is not an option. No. They are voting for, they will tell everyone they know to vote for Buhari, even though they don't appreciate him. And those people are from the East as well. So it's not everyone from the East that is against Buhari. There's millions of Easterners that will die to see Buhari elected.
What about people, because, you know, the debate, people are saying right now that, I've heard people say it many times that because of the suffering that is in Nigeria, that's what they're saying now.
I understand.
That only crazy people will vote for Buhari, or people like us who are not based in Nigeria.
I understand. But the fact is this, I want the same person who is asking. As I told you before, I have seen a lot of people that keep on talking about suffering. But you go to the street of Nigeria, you see people driving Lamborghini. You see people driving G-Wagon. You see people that will still go to church and donate money to their pastor that have 4 private jets parked on a hangway. You see people that can't afford to send their children to the last university available on a parking order, who is going to church to give money to a pastor to build a university. And that person will tell you there's hunger. So it's a mentality problem. It's a culture that needs to change in Nigeria. So this hunger thing is just a phrase they are using to say nobody's sharing money anymore. I threw a challenge out the last time. I was asking people, I said, have you got a job before and you lost your job? They said no. I said, did you lose your job under Buhari? They said no. I said, why do you say there's no hunger? Why do you say there's hunger? Because a lot of people, civil servants, go to work to look for a way to bribe, to take money. They are selling things, they are buying things they don't need. They are asking for supplier to supply stuff, and the supplier is not supplying, collecting money, and they share it. But because of this government, all those loopholes has been blocked. So you are now on 100,000 naira a month. You get your 100,000, and that is what you're gonna spend. Before, people don't even remember their salary because every day is chua-chua in the offices. But now there's no more chua-chua. There's no more sharing money. So they say there's hunger.
Let me tell you about another issue that comes up, at least from my own people who follow me. People who are well-meaning people, they say Atiku or APC and PDP, they are the same. Because, you know, people move from one party to the other, and they said, why can't you choose one of the younger ones? So some of them say they are campaigning for Showore, some of them Mogalu, some of them will be Ezekwesili, some of them for Fashua, but some of them said, why not choose another person? These parties are the same.
Or Showore.
Or Showore, yes.
Pastor, this is something that I have been asked thousands of times with, especially a Showore supporter. And the young people of Nigeria. But what is at stake in the country at the moment, we cannot make a joke. The kind of money Atiku is ready to throw to buy the presidency, we cannot even afford to have a vote, a half vote for anyone. We need every vote because this election is not going to be rigged, it's going to be won. So I am not supporting them, not because I don't want to support them. They have a long way to come and take the power. Showore should go back, and most of these people should go and demonstrate. To win a national election is not a joke, sir.
Do you think? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so for them to want to come out, they need to go and represent. Let them contest for National Assembly, House of Rep, senators, and then let them look for position under the government and display. I can't be on internet and tomorrow I say I want to go and be president of Nigeria just because I've been shouting on internet every day. No, I can't. I can't just go to Nigeria now and say tomorrow I want to be president. You have to set example. Let Sowore go and contest in his state where he come from. Represent your state. Demonstrate to the national level you can do something. Form a party that is inclusive of old people, young people, women, everyone. And then we can actually see that you got a chance. So I don't really want to offend him. I support him. I liked him. But I do not see him becoming the president of Nigeria. He hasn't got the vote, and I'm not ready to vote for him, and I'm not ready to tell Nigerians to vote for this young man. Not at the moment. Nigeria is at a crossroad. We are at war with the corruption, and we need a leader, Buhari, with such a big integrity, tested and trusted man to lead us to the next generation, to the next level. So we cannot afford to share votes.
So you think that to be voting for all these small parties and all these new candidates, could that be pulling vote away from Abu? So you are saying we should concentrate all our votes for Buhari?
Election in Nigeria is between PDP and APC. I'm afraid to tell you that one. And the President Buhari and Atiku. So any other person that is coming is good, is a good thing to do, but at the end of the day, if you go to the booth and throw your voters card for them, it's like a waste or a protest. Basically, that's what I call it. So vote for a leader that share the same similar ideology, a progressive ideology, a leader that believe is for all of us instead of a leader that believe is for me and my friends. Because when the government is doing the road, it's not just the government that is going to drive down there. You are going to be driving there. Everyone is going to drive down there. So if government is doing train station and railway infrastructure and developing our airport, it's everyone that is going to be using it. So that is Buhari government. Compare with PDP government for 16 years. What did they achieve? Under PDP government, what did they achieve? What can they show us that they achieved?
Ben, somebody wants to call in.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Who is calling, please? From where?
Hey, this is Eribari Danabi, calling from USA.
Abel.
Eribari.
Yes. How are you, sir? I see you on Facebook all the time. Can you speak? Can you speak directly into your device, because your voice is low right now, so that it will be louder?
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you hear me now?
It's good now.
Okay. I just want to thank you very much, for all that you've been doing, because ever since I've been listening to you, you've been a blessing to me.
Thank you.
And what I want to tell you is that, you should just continue and don't care about anything you are hearing, because they are all distraction. You see, when Herod saw that the new king was born,
speak louder into the microphone.
Okay. Yes. Can you hear me now?
Now it's good. You keep on like that. Keep it up like that.
Okay. So when the wise men came to see Herod and let him know that the new king has been born, that they want to see him, Herod quickly think of ways how to destroy the new king.
Yes.
So he now planned that they should go and look for the new king, and then when they have found him, they should bring the report so that he too will go to worship him. But not knowing that it's a trick of how to destroy the new king.
Yes.
So everything they are doing is a plan to silence you. So don't give any ear to any of them, because when God wants to do a thing, that is how it happens. So he has already prepared you and you are doing it. And now today, I just wanted to listen, but when I was listening, I saw that you touched one of the problems that I was having on Facebook.
Okay.
So, and the problem was that I just posted a thing that said, any pastor that teaches you to pray that your enemy should die by fire, such a pastor is a Satan on the pulpit of so after posting this thing, I hear hundreds of comments that people are making, and they are just saying that I am the Satan that want all of them to die. But then, Then when I asked them a question, I said, how could the same Jesus who said he came to save sinners, how can the same Jesus now turn around and tell you to go and save this and kill the same sinners he came to save?
Yes.
And none of them should answer. They are saying Jesus has made all us judges, and when a judge passes a sentence, then he can kill anybody who offends you. I said the response that I'm getting is just that many of them have not known this Jesus. Because if they have known Jesus, then they should know what he came to do. I asked them again, how could the same Jesus who said you should love your enemy now turn around and say just because somebody offended you, you should pray that he should die by fire? And none of them should answer me. So when you touch that area, I said, okay, now I have the strength to go on with what I'm doing, because I now know that there are people who know the right thing to be done. So I just want to thank you for everything that you are doing, that you should continue. The point is, don't let any of those comments or anything you are hearing, don't let any of them distract you, because you are on the right path. And believe me, you may not see me all the time there. I am watching you all the time, and I'm gaining a whole lot.
Wow.
From you. So thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you
Together we will be in this, and anywhere we are, not even Nigeria alone, because everywhere Christianity and the message, the gospel message, is not for a country alone. It's supposed to be universal. The truth we are talking about has to be something that is uniform all over the world. It shouldn't be that under certain people, this is what they want to do, or this is how they are doing it. When we talk about Jesus, everybody, everywhere, need to know the Jesus we are talking about. So I'm with you all the time. So thank you so very much.
Beautiful. Thank you, bros. Thank you so very much. Well, for all other people who are trying to call in, the way to call is to go to Facebook Messenger, look for Move Agents. That is our Facebook name there, Move Agents Matic. So once you get to Move Agents, just write us a SMS or a text and say that I want to call. I want to call. And once you say you want to call or I want to contribute, then we will call you back, and we will dial you and call you back. So you don't call when you get to Move Agents, but we will call you back. Just write to us and say that you want to call. I think we have another caller soon. But meanwhile, you see what we're talking about, and the example that Ben has given to the Nigerian youth and to Nigeria in general, is that you should never be quiet when evil is being perpetrated. So that's why I wrote this book, The Plague of Silence. Go read it and you understand exactly what we are talking about. Hello? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me, Dr. Sunday?
Yes, I hear you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to make a little contribution. I want to say a very big thank you to you for what you are doing in your platform. A lot of people have been educated wider than they should have been since you started this movement. I have encouraged. My name is Kingsley anyway, Kingsley Chim. I stay in Israel.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you for calling,
yes.
Kingsley.
Yes. I've been following up your program and all that, but the program about the politics in Nigeria is somehow that I have a mixed feeling of what is happening.
Yes.
About your position. If you open and look at what is happening presently now, they are having a debate of the presidential candidates in Nigeria. And if you look at what they have, the candidates they have there now, it is very glaring that it's still the youths that are there.
You mean Atiku and Buhari are not there?
No, they are not there. They are not there. They are not there now, except they are going to come later. But based on what I just saw now, they are not there.
Oh, okay.
Maybe they are going to come later. I don't know. It's still the youth that are there.
Wow.
So I see reasons why things should change from the older way of doing things to the new ones.
I agree with you, but are the youth, have they set up infrastructure to win it? I would have preferred to get the youth. I would have preferred either Showore, Mogalu, or Obi Ezekwesili, or one of these other young people. But I don't think they are so popular on ground to be able to get the majority. For example, if they are united, I spoke to Kingsley Mogalu myself and Showore that they should unite. But they refused to unite.
Okay. Okay.
They refused to unite. I said, if you people have united, I would have voted for the united youth. But all of them said, no, I'm the one to become president. The other one said, I'm the one to become president.
See, and that is the issue. Anyway, that is my own personal observation I just want to make about what is happening about the presidential program that is going on now, the election that is going to go on, because I don't see the future. I don't see the future that we desire, the future that you have been, taking pains selflessly to program on this your platform. I don't see it coming with these old folks that have been there since they were very young.
Yes.
Very, very young, they entered into the terrain of leadership. And they have aged.
Yes.
They don't even know what is happening now. If you listen to the interview they conducted, they organized, they handled, Buhari and Yemi Osibanjo, the interview they granted.
Yes.
They call it a town hall meeting, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
You are a crank, you are learned, you are intelligent, and you are a progressive. You should see exactly that these guys don't have what it takes to drive the Nigeria that you desire, Dr. Sunday, to where it to that place. They don't have it. I must sincerely tell you, these are a bunch of people that have come to settle scores, and then children are dying, infant mortality, women are dying in childbirth, in pregnancy. Our youths don't have hope. The children of tomorrow of Nigeria don't have hope.
Yes.
A lot of things.
Yes.
These guys don't have what it takes. I must sincerely tell you, if there is any credibility we should get, it should be from these youths.
Okay.
I am so convinced that if any one of them will capture it, we will have the confidence that we so desire.
Beautiful.
It will never come from these guys.
Beautiful. Kingsley, I got your point.
I wouldn't want to take much of your time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Kingsley. Now, Ben, what will you say to what Kingsley said, that that Buhari and Oshibajo don't have what it takes to give us the future that we want in Nigeria?
I barely can hear him, but obviously that is a summary of his call.
Yes, that the youth is what we should be campaigning for, not the old ones that have ruined the country and now they want to rule again.
As I said, the law that was passed, not too young to run, was passed late last year, and it was very good for development for everyone, the young people that have aspiration to lead a country as big as a nation of Nigeria. But what I'll keep on saying concerning the age criteria that Nigerians are setting up now is I don't believe that age can define you. I believe what should be defining a leader is the quality and his integrity and what he knows and what he can deliver. So Oshobanjo and Buhari are the right people to take our nation forward, considering where we are at the moment. So I do not have any problem with the young people that are in the field, but I am not giving my vote to them, and I'm not encouraging anyone to give their vote.
No, what Kingsley said is that if you watch interview in the town hall meeting that Oshibajo and Buhari had, that Buhari couldn't hear questions, that he's suffering from dementia or something. That's what other people have said.
This is basically.
Did you watch that interview?
I watched it. I watched the interview. Let me tell you, it's a live program. One is a live program, and there's light there. So even if you don't understand, even if you make a mistake, I will not allow anymore to misheard when somebody is saying something to him. He's 76 years old. He's not 90 years old, man. So even if the Buhari go there that day and answer every question, these people will still find a reason to verify him.
Okay.
You understand? They will still come out and say, oh, why did he do this? Why did he not say this?
I
so
see.
You can never please your distractors.
Okay.
Pastor, when you share your message on the platform,
yes,
when you say what is on your mind, there are so many people that want to write a script for you.
Yes.
You say, oh, this is a script for Pastor Sunday. That's
yeah.
what I want you to say. That's your message. That's not your message. That's their own message. Let them create their own platform and share their own message.
Beautiful.
And let people listen to you, but they should give advantage to people that want to listen to you without harassment, without abuse. So when Buhari attended interview and everyone asked people to repeat. I was watching the European leader the other time, and then the question were asking him, and then he could not hear the question, and he asked them to repeat the question, and they repeat the question again.
Hello, it's like we have a caller. Hello.
Hello, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, who is calling from where, sir?
My name is Louis. I'm calling from England, United Kingdom.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing?
Well, you know, I'm trying my best.
We are here.
Good. You see, I just want to commend you for, the things you've been doing and how you've started, obviously enlightening people, making people to stand, most especially Nigerians in Nigeria.
Yes.
And how you've been exposing, the Nigerian church leaders, the
yes.
GOs, the
yes.
pastors, and about how they, teach the sermon, and also how they preach God to people, and also how they, rid people of their hard-earned money. I quote.
Yep.
Hard-earned money.
Yep.
I just want to commend you for that. I mean, you've literally, you've given people that stand. You've taken away that fear off their head. To let them see that what the Nigerian, head of churches are doing is really bad.
Yeah.
You see, Mr. Sunday, Dr. Sunday, Abilaja.
Yes.
There's something about Christianity and about God. There was a day I was watching one of your programs. Yeah. Sorry about taking you backwards, because the reason I'm saying this is because this is the first time I've spoken to you. I always watch your program every time.
Yes.
So I'm so very happy, to have spoken to you today.
Yes.
You get what I mean? And I just want to come back a little bit before I jump into politics.
No problem.
And
no problem, sir.
Say a few things about what that young man you've got online is talking about.
Okay.
At the bottom. Okay. Now, you see, most Nigerians, like when I was in Nigeria, and
you said you started saying that one day you were watching my program.
Yeah. One day I was watching your program, and you said something about who God is, talking about God and how God love is,
Yes.
and how God is not the way the GOs are preaching, it to people, to Nigerians.
Yeah.
In Africa, in Africa, Mr. Sunday,
Yes.
the way they preach God and the way they do their Christianity activity, it's basically the way people go to shrine, shrine, how they go to shrine to worship gods. Do you understand? Say for instance, no, seriously, no, hold on, before you're gonna laugh, hold on. In Africa, in the olden days, people go to shrine, to ask for something from their gods.
Yes.
You understand? Maybe a favor, maybe to kill somebody, maybe to do whatever evil thing they want, which they they want. Now, before they get answers to their request, they have to tender something. There'll be like a trade by barter.
Yes, yes.
You have to exchange for something. So you have to give. So you have to give something to get something.
Huh.
Do you get what I mean?
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Does that make sense? Like,
yep.
You have to give something. Yeah. You have to drop something to get something. So in other words, you have to give money to get results.
It's a transaction.
So,
transaction going on.
Yeah, exactly. So So this is how how
church.
Our forefathers and our fathers have been worshiping their gods those days before church came into Africa and people started accepting Christ and things. So now these people have literally brought this kind of procedures into the church.
Yeah.
In a way that you have to give. You get what I mean? You have to give, to get answers. Now, for them to succeed in making people do this, they have to put what I call, they have to bring a method, what I call fear projects. So they project fear into people.
Wow.
Yeah, because once fear gets hold of a man, once fear gets hold of a man becomes vulnerable.
Yeah.
A man becomes weak. A man can start acting like a naive person. You get what I mean? So what they have to do is that they project fear into people's head, and once it gets into them, then they become vulnerable, and they start doing what these pastors want by when they tell you, God, I've seen a vision for you. You have to sow seed. You have to give tithes for you to get more blessings. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So basically, they brought the way of worshiping gods, their gods in the shrine. They brought that method into the church, and it's true. They brought that method, how to worship gods. They brought that same method into the church. You have to give, to collect, to get. You have to give to receive, if that makes sense. You have to give to receive.
Oh.
Now, this is what is happening in Africa, and for people now to accept that, they have to project fear into people's head. We Africans, we fear a lot.
Yes.
We Africans, we fear any little thing, we get scared. And once we're scared, we become vulnerable. I think it's just, one of those things that, Africans, live with.
Beautiful.
We fear a lot. We fear
Beautiful.
a lot.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and when you're scared, you're vulnerable. You're vulnerable. Do you get what I mean? But that's a start in that case. Yeah.
Okay.
But I like what you've done. You're just one of those God sent. You and Mr. Freeze. I've been watching you guys very closely. Very, 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 very closely. And you guys are actually saying the truth. You guys are actually making people stand, not to be scared. It's just that fear. That fear. That fear has made people to be brainwashed. You can easily brainwash a person when you project fear into someone's head. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like what you guys are doing. You guys are trying to, break that fear, that yoke of fear, in Nigerians' head. Just take, because once Nigerians, can take that fear away, they're going to see the truth.
Yes.
To be sincere, I was one of them. I was one of them when I was in Nigeria. I believe in how they worship God, how you have to give to God to get, you have to sow seed. I believe in all those things. By the time I moved down to the UK, I now saw how things were done. I now saw who God. In fact, Mr. Sunday, I've not to live long in the UK, but now I know who God is. Then later, I found you and I found Mr. Freeze. You guys now made me understand who God really is. But before then, I knew, who God, is. So I tend to understand that God is not the way they preach God in Africa. God is a loving Father. It's someone that's too loving. You don't have to offend him. Even when you offend him, you can ask for forgiveness. Be righteous and things like that. But the way they preach God in Africa, it's like about fear. God is like a shrine, it's like a god in a shrine. You don't have to offend him. If you offend him, you're going to die. If you do not do what he wants, you're going to die. If you do not sow seed, you're going to die. If you do not give tithes, you're going to die. It's about fear. Do you know what I mean? So they project God like a strict person, like a strict being that you don't have to offend. But that is not who God is. God is very loving. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So I just love what you guys are doing, and I just commend you. Keep doing it.
Thank you.
It's not going to be easy to, to break that yoke from, from people that are really brainwashed, So that's for that. Now, coming back to politics.
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Sunday, yeah? Mr. Sunday, like I just said now, I support you in that aspect. And seriously, yeah, till tomorrow, I will. Even though tomorrow, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We can't see tomorrow, but till tomorrow, I still support you in that aspect. But in the aspect of politics, obviously, I see you support. Will I say support? Okay, anyways, I see you support,
Buhari.
Buhari.
Yes.
Yes. And I've been following you because every time you post something, yeah, anytime you post anything on Facebook, because I've been following you, I always say it. And I'm like, okay, why is this man supporting Buhari? That was my first question. I mean, this man knows what he's doing. I mean, he's a very, very intelligent man, and obviously, he knows what he's saying. But why is he supporting Buhari? Why? Why are you supporting Buhari? So I've been trying to answer these questions myself. But I said I was going to ask you if I had the opportunity like this to speak to you, But, I was trying to give myself answers for you, to know the reason why you're supporting Buhari. I mean, you know what's going on in the country ever since when he took, power, up to date. You see what's going on. You see the hunger. You see the killings. You see the brutality. You see the injustice. You see so many atrocities, going on in Nigeria. And I asked myself, why do you still support this man? Now.
But what is the alternative? If I don't support Buhari, do you know the alternative?
Good. That's a very, very good question. I love you and I commend you for that. Yeah. Mr. Sunday, you see, we black, yeah, as a race, yeah. I really don't know what's wrong with us. I think we've got a very, very big problem. A very, very, very big problem. Because when I see the way a white man thinks, and I see the way a white woman thinks, it's absolutely different from the way we black, think. And I really don't know. Maybe if it's how we're being created. But I just want to believe that God created us in his own image. So in other words, God is black, God is white, God is Asian, God is, whatever race you can see on earth. Do you get what I mean? So, but I really don't know why we blacks, why we behave the way we behave. Now, get this right. The way a black man behaves in Africa is the same way a black man in America, in the United States of America behaves. Same way a black man in Australia behaves. We all have that, similar kind of attitude. Now, in Nigeria, yeah, I really don't know. Once a common man that has nothing in Nigeria, gets into power, for instance, become one of a government official or get a very big post, yeah, they suddenly change. Say, for instance, yeah, once power, fame, and money, yeah, gets into a man's life, a man's become a different man entirely. I just don't know why. And this always happens.
Did you see my video?
About?
It's called 33 indisputable facts why Buhari must be re-elected.
Okay. I've not seen that. But Mr. Sunday, yeah, do you know what? Yeah, even if you left President Buhari in power for the next 16 years, yeah, Nigeria is still going to be the way it is. Do you get what I mean? See, I see no reason why we that are living, in the diaspora, yeah, because we have a comfortable life, just like what that young man is saying, the man you got on your program. I totally disagree with what he's saying. Because if that young man was living in Nigeria all his life, he wouldn't be saying what he's saying. Mr. Sonny, yeah, people are suffering. People are suffering, like my fellow Nigerians are suffering in Nigeria. I'm not talking about, because my parents are from the East. Basically, I'm an Igbo boy, but I was born in Lagos. I don't know how to speak Igbo, but I can speak Yoruba. Do you get what I mean? Because I've got lots of Yoruba friends. Yeah? We are all one. Yeah? See, Nigerians are suffering. The Igbos, Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, Sunday, people are suffering in Nigeria that sometimes it makes me want to cry.
But
people are
can you,
suffering. Like,
Louis, please, I beg you in the name of Jesus, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Once this program finishes today now, go to my YouTube page, Dr. Sunday Adelaja on YouTube page, and look for my video, 33 irrefutable facts why Buhari must be re-elected. Go and look for that video. And after that video, they call me back. Let's talk.
Yes, I'll do that. I mean, that's going to be a huge assignment for me to do. I'll do that. But what I'm saying in essence is that, Mr. Sunday, you see PDP and APC, they are all the same.
They are all the same, yes.
If you want,
yes.
They're all the
but
same.
The difference between the two,
it could be. Yeah, it could be Buhari as a person.
Yes, Buhari as a person is the difference.
As a person, is a nice person, but because of the people he's surrounded with, that is making him look bad. Now,
but you have choice. You have only two choices. Only two choices.
Yes, but now, yes, we have only two choices, but the two choices we've got would not solve the problem at hand. The two choices we've got, will still make.
Yeah, but there's going to be election. One of them has to be voted in.
Yeah, if one of them is going to be voted in, in as much I don't like APC, I don't like PDP, this is going to be a very, very huge, peak, if that makes sense.
You see, there are a lot of people who want to call, Louis. You have to call back next time because too many people want to call. They cannot call in now.
I'm going to give. I'm going to give space.
They cannot call in now because we are taking too long time.
All right then. All right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sam,
Ben.
Ben, let's hear what you have to say. Ghost. Ben, let's hear what you have to say about what Louis had been saying.
It's exactly the same story and the same scenario of people are hungry. So the question I wanted to ask Louis, and I'm sure he's going to be still watching, is there any time people are not hungry in Nigeria? I don't know when he moved to the UK. Is there any people from his family that lost their job under Buhari? I want to know. So.
Yes, go ahead. We're hearing you very well.
Yeah. Is there any time that people are not hungry? Because this is the message that they keep sharing. People are hungry. People are hungry. Like it is today there will be no hunger. The reason he should be asking is that why are people hungry? There's nowhere in the world government shares money. He lives in the UK. He said he lives in the UK. The reason why he's surviving is that there's an infrastructure. There's a hospital, there's road, there's railway that make his life easier for him. And nothing is free. When he go outside to throw his bin, he paid for that. He's paying taxes. He's paying council taxes for the privilege that he enjoys in this country. So we have an economy where elected people are taking advantage of the poor people, and embezzlement is order of the day. And the man who was doing that for 8 years, that he got a chance to be a VP, is coming back. And then we have a president that is fighting that. And I'm glad he actually admits Buhari is a honest man. So we are voting for Buhari because we know when the head is good, then you can start repairing the body. Buhari is good to go, and that is why I am voting for Buhari. And Atiku has no reason to want to come back. Pastor, you did ask me earlier to give reason why Atiku should not be president of Nigeria.
Yeah.
I'm going to give that reason very brief. I'm going to give you 4 reasons.
Okay.
When Atiku ran for the Adamawa State Governor in 1998, when he ran, Atiku took a loan of 300 million from, that is the bank called PHB, in 1998 to run for governor of Adamawa State. And it was controversially declared he did not win that election. And he has so much money that he got declared the governor of Adamawa State. Atiku never paid that back. Another reason is the Atiku borrowed money from EcoBank. You all Nigerians know the story of EcoBank. And these are facts. These are checkable facts. He borrowed money, he refused to pay that money back. When Atiku's name was published, even Sahara Reporter published his name, Atiku said, as one of the debtors, when that bank went down, Atiku said he never applied for $150 million loan from that bank, Naira from them. The third reason, according to US Senate, Atiku, a VP of Nigeria, used offshore accounts and used to siphon millions of dollars to America. He bought university. You are a vice president for 18 years, you could not make a working university work. Our university is always on strike. You have audacity to go to America and franchise American university to Nigeria, which poor people cannot attend. That is Atiku for you.
Beautiful.
17 billion or 16 billion US dollar. Atiku oversaw that money, shared among themselves. That money was a project for electricity. Atiku was a vice president. They shared that money with his boss, Obasanjo. And they privatized the company, NITEL, everything under Atiku. Atiku is coming back to privatize our NNPC. And Atiku have no chance. And Nigeria should not give it a chance.
Strong point. Strong point. Strong point. This is the strongest point you have made so far in this program. Strong point. But I think we are going to have other callers. Some people are calling right now. Well, yes. For those of you who are yet to get this book, How to Make Nigeria the Greatest Country in the World, or How Nigeria Could Become the Greatest Country in the World, if you don't have the book, go look for it, because we believe we can make Nigeria to become the greatest country in the world, and it's going to be one of the most.
I'm sure the book is on Amazon. I'll be
yes,
my own.
It is. Hello, we have a caller. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Who is calling from where?
My name is Chris, and I'm calling from the UK.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for your platform. It has been quite informative. Just to contribute to the issue at hand.
Yes.
I think the guy that is sitting with you there doesn't seem to be presenting facts in his accusation. I agree that we have issues in Nigeria, but it's not just good to make blanket accusation without substantiating with facts.
Yes.
Yes, yourself, you have declared you support Buhari.
Yes.
And even in doing that, you show fairness, openness. You want to hear people's view.
Yes, sir.
You try as much as possible to moderate your opinion based on what people are saying.
Yes.
Even when you ask him some question, he doesn't come with good evidence. He talks about Atiku stealing all those money without facts. He talks about US Senate. He talks about 17 million.
Billion.
Yeah. So these are some of the issues that are not helping our causes. So you should be able to substantiate. You don't just say this has done this, it has done that. For example, the issue of US Senate. Yes, there was a report against Atiku. First of all, they said Atiku won't be able to visit US. Atiku has visited US now. They didn't arrest him there. Yes, Atiku might have, I think they have clarified that. Atiku might have transferred some money. We all do it. We live in abroad. I transfer some money to Nigeria. It doesn't mean that it's stolen money. So that is he might have stolen it anyway. But we have to be sure that he has done that. He has to be indicted for us to be able to say yes, he has stolen that money. Sometimes we do all these things. People who are actually hardworking are no longer are being painted black. I'm not making a case for Atiku, But having said that, I think we are in a big dilemma in the situation we have found ourselves. The guy who called from Israel seemed to have spoken my mind. So these people, the old people, what have they really done? They have put us in this situation, and yet they pretend that they can solve it. I really don't know. Buhari is being presented as a person with integrity. But if you look at what has happened since he came into power, can you really say surely that he is really honest? I find it difficult. If you look at the issue of corruption, cases have been mentioned. For example, the former secretary to the government. So that guy was accused. It took a lot of hard fight for Buhari to let that guy go. Then this Gantuje problem, somebody was seen on, hello?
Yes, we're here.
Somebody was seen on a video, collecting money. The president, even in the last debate, was making a case for him. So he questioned the technology used. In the same breath, he asked the press to go and investigate corruption. The press has investigated corruption and they have given you evidence. In another breath, you are questioning the technology that has been used. So, I mean, the fight against corruption doesn't seem to be transparent. It seems to be lopsided. So these are some of the issues bothering my mind. So I would have expected for somebody who's the pillar under which he came to power, it would have been so honest and transparent about it, and also showcase to people, this is why I'm doing this, irrespective of who the person is.
Beautiful.
Irrespective of the party.
Great argument. Great argument.
So I will expose the person. But we have not seen that. Then another fact that I have seen, I don't belong to any party. I just want the well-being of Nigeria. Buhari seems to be, yes, the guy with you is talking about age is not a problem. But the evidence we have seen is that Buhari is becoming weak. And people are just prodding him on so that they'll be able to rule from the rear. And these people are actually the people ruling. That's what it is. They are the people ruling. They are the people who choose who to fight, who not to fight. From that perspective, I really find it difficult to understand. But looking at all the matter, we are in a dilemma because you mentioned in your presentation just you talk about if you have to make choices between two, what do you really do? I think that's the difficult aspect. You also said you spoke with the younger ones,
yes,
who converge, they refuse to, so it's a big problem, really. It's a big problem.
Thank you so much. Time. Our time is going to an end. Other people want to call.
Okay, but so I think that the guy who is with you there is not speaking the truth. He's a paid agent. It's biased, and that will not help us as a nation. Thank you very much.
Okay, Stosnim.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Given he's expressed that I'm biased, that I'm not stating fact.
Yes.
That he's entitled to his opinion, but the fact remain the fact. And it is the same argument that most of these callers or people that deal with me, they have to say, because just for the fact that I don't agree on what they are trying to create the president to be like. So he talked about the governor that was handing money to him.
Yes.
What a reputable opposition should be doing is doing a paper trail. You cannot arrest someone just because I'm handing over an envelope to you.
No, but then, even if that is the case, in Nigeria, the governors have immunity. while he's in office.
Immunity while he's in the office.
Yes, the same thing
And
with the
of the office. Let them campaign,
yes,
so that Atiku can win and Atiku can prosecute any APC member they found lacking. We are campaigning now to keep the president there. So if PDP could have been doing their job, investigating as leaders, then we are not going to get to this where we are now. So they have their chances. They never investigate anyone. So we have our chances now. APC is investigating people that need to be investigated. We have a country where the Chief Justice of Federation is on a 750,000 naira a month, which is about $2,400 a month. And the man is going to the bank and remitting $50,000 every month. And you say we shouldn't be asking questions because it's from the southeast.
it's from south.
It's from the south. So we shouldn't be asking questions, sir. A chief justice, that is the I don't understand. Listen, Pastor, I am shocked that people will not be, if they don't stand for the truth anymore.
Ben, I'm going to come back to you. Somebody wants to call again.
Okay, sir.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, can you please speak louder and speak directly into the device so that we could hear you?
Okay, thank you. This is Onyeka calling from the United States.
Onyeka, your voice is too low. You need to speak louder, sir.
Okay, I'll try. Okay.
You need to, it's like you are using a Bluetooth or something.
Okay, can you hear me now?
A bit better, but still weak.
Okay. This is Onyeka from the United States.
Yes, Onyeka.
Okay. My first point I'm going to make, it's going to be about the pastors in Nigeria. I've been listening to your post, and a friend of mine actually told me about you, and ever since I have been, listening to you, and I've been watching some of your videos, and I'll tell you what, you're doing a great job.
Thank you, sir.
That's one thing I know for sure.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's in fact indeed a great job, because I went to Nigeria not too long ago, and I saw the situation Nigeria is. Nigeria is in a coma.
Wow.
I mean, yes, it's terrible. You see, people are suffering and people are dying. People are dying from starvation. People are dying from hunger. And my first point is going to go to the pastors in Nigeria. I used to be a very religious person, but ever since I traveled to the US, and I've lived there for a while, and I'll tell you, my perception about Nigerian pastors has changed.
Hello?
Yes.
Dramatically.
Yeah, we're back live now.
Because all they are after is money.
Yes.
That is.
So I couldn't hear what that called.
It's a business. Let's just forget about. And they come to the church and they talk about politics and they don't pay taxes. In the United States here, you cannot do that. A church, you cannot, in the church, a pastor cannot talk about politics.
Yeah.
The day you talk about politics, you lose your tax exempt.
Yeah.
You start paying taxes. I saw a video of Oyedepo not too long ago talking about some Jibril from Sudan or whatever it is. And honestly, and I see people with PhD in the church, people with professors, and he told them to pray. And they started screaming and praying. I'm like, are you kidding me? How much can you be brainwashed?
Yeah.
Start praying over nothing.
Over nothing. Something.
Yeah, talking about Jibril, and they are praying. They are praying for Jibril. Jibril that is never in existence. I almost cried. So I'm like, in this situation that we are in now, if we continue to move at the pace we are moving, we'll go nowhere.
Yeah.
We will go nowhere as Nigerians. The pastors in Nigeria are the biggest problem we have. Not too long ago, I saw a video of Pastor Ayo Rishejafo talking about 90 people donating $5,000 each. I don't know if he have no idea. You have idea what $5,000 means in the US here. Maybe you think $5,000 is 5,000 naira.
That is more than a month. That is more than a month work.
Yes, I'm like, is this guy crazy? So, okay, I'm gonna go into politics now because I'm done with the pastor because they are the biggest problem Nigeria is facing now.
I agree.
Until then, Nigeria will remain standstill.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to politics.
Yes.
General Muhammadu Buhari is the only honest, reliable, and trusted fella we have in Nigeria. He's a man of integrity.
But are you not afraid that your people, because it's like, are you from the East? Because they are going to attack you. They are going to attack you for this.
No, I could care less. I could care less because I am not driven by tribalism. Because you see, what we are facing in the US here is what they call racism.
Yes.
In Nigeria, our problem is tribalism because we all are of one race in Nigeria. Then we come in different languages and different tribe. Then we become biased based on what tribe you are.
Okay.
Why in the Western world people are biased against you and prejudiced against you because of the color of your skin?
Yes.
Okay. So why I'm saying this is, well, I'll tell you, I'm sorry to disappoint people that will be mad at me for being a Buhari supporter because I am not from the East. I am from Delta State.
Okay.
So technically that's not East.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is I have supported Buhari every single time he has run for election from the beginning,
wow,
even after he loses, because I know for sure he was in a situation to make billions of naira just like Atiku did when
yes,
he was in customs.
Yes.
But Buhari still has no money.
Yes.
He lives in the moldy house in Daura,
yes,
Katsina State.
Yes.
He has every opportunity to enrich himself and his family. He's still an average man that lives on his monthly pension from the military.
Yes.
So that alone is a standout. But unfortunately, there's no way you can be in politics in Nigeria that you're not going to be surrounded by corrupt people.
Yes.
That is very unfortunate, but that is what it is. So you bring. I was in Nigeria recently. I see the poverty, I see the suffering, I see everything. I see for myself firsthand. But I'm going to tell you this. If you're going to say you are opposition party, if you cannot come up with something tangible, somebody that is sellable to the people, to the masses, then forget it. Are we going to keep recycling Atiku and bringing him back to us again? I see Atiku is a recycle being, getting the same face every single time, a proven corrupt politician. He is just a normal he was a custom officer. How did he come about the billions of naira he has now? How much was his salary as a custom officer? You know, he wasn't born a billionaire. So how did he come about it? He was just a normal civil servant.
Yeah.
So he's a proven corrupt man. I wish Nigerians can come up with something viable. Then I may rethink my options, because I still think Nigeria is still in a standstill position. You know, but currently, currently, as I speak to you, Doctor, Buhari is the only option we have.
Okay, Onyeka. Onyeka, I got your point. You made your point because there are so many callers.
Yeah, I'm glad I get to speak with you.
Yes, call in more often now.
What Ben is saying, I mostly agree with him. But okay, we are talking about immunity for governors. Let me go to that point, because in my state where I live here, my governor was arrested. He went to jail.
Wow.
In America, yeah, my governor in the state of Missouri.
Wow.
Why was he arrested? Because he had an extramarital affair with his girlfriend, and then he took pictures while they were having an affair of her, and said, then he told her if she told anybody, he is going to send the pictures to people. So that is blackmailing.
Blackmailing.
So he was arrested for that and sent to prison.
Wow.
A sitting governor. This happened recently. A sitting governor. Can that happen in Nigeria?
Wow.
Ordinary Senator Dino Melaye causing nuisance in Kogi State. A gangster, Dino Melaye, is over there causing nuisance, and people are praising him. Although I don't like the way the police went about arresting him, I have my reservation for that, because I think they deprive him from his constitutional rights. You cannot lock someone up for more than 24 hours.
Onyeka, we have a lot of callers, so you've made your point. Thank you so much.
Nope.
Okay, Ben.
Yes, sir.
This person seems to be supporting your viewpoint, or?
No, we get our support. It's just that obviously the silent is always a majority.
The silent majority.
we can shout as much as we want. The silent majority, because once you know, you know. So you don't need to argue a lot of points. You just counter their argument, and that is what I do with what I do. Because once the information out, I counter it. You understand? I tell them, no, this is not fact. Because all they keep on saying is that
poverty,
Buhari is this. So I am telling them different opinion of what Buhari is and what Atiku is.
Okay, I think we still have callers, and
Yeah,
that's why I wrote this book, The Plague of Silence, and I'm sure that a lot of people will get it, so that they will know and get the boldness to overcome fear, not just in politics, but plague of silence in the families, plague of silence in this society, in the civil service, in the educational system. There is plague of silence everywhere in Nigeria. Even our own culture is plagued with silence. Hello, we have a caller.
Yeah, hello. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Who is calling from where?
I'm calling from Italy. I'm Sebastian by name.
Sebastian, yes, sir.
God bless you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I've been following you all this while on Facebook. Thank you for the good work that you are doing.
Thank you, sir.
Because it's not common to find a man of God to speak the truth. But thank God there's someone like you. And concerning the politics, I just want to say something briefly.
Speak louder into the microphone, sir.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, good.
Okay, I said concerning the election.
Yes.
I just want to say something, very simple.
Okay.
I want you are a man of God. I want you to look at the book of Isaiah.
Yes.
Chapter 23.
23.
43.
43, okay.
43, verse 18 to 19.
Okay.
I believe that the Lord want to do a new thing.
Yes.
I'm not against Buhari. I'm not against any of them. But it is time that our country, the real change that we need, ought to take place.
Among the young people?
Yes, the change is not coming from the old people. It's coming from the young people.
Okay.
This is the fact. There's one of the program I watched in Benin I think they were doing the program in Bini and Warri also, when the Mr. President wanted to present the governor of that state. I think it's Warri also.
Yes.
Mr. President could not even remember what he's going to present to the people.
Okay.
He was talking about, I want to present you our candidate, our presidential candidate. Later they not told him it's not like that. Senator candidate. After that, Gobita candidate. After Gobita candidate, they not speak on his ear. Sir, this man is not capable to run ox. He's not anymore. David, how old was David, sir? God saw something in the house of Jesse. God saw something in the house of Jesse. David was having the big brothers around him. But the Lord saw the heart of David. And he chose David among all the sons of Jesse. Oshewure, when you look at his background, that young man there, we can't call him young man as that, but he's a man of 49 years old can run our country because he has been doing this thing from his youth time. He has been fighting for this and he knows what he's doing. Then that young man with you there, he don't know what our people are fixing back home. They are fixing a lot. The Fulani are killing like as if they are killing chickens. Nobody's saying anything about him. Nobody. The people are dying for salvation. People are dying. People are dying, sir. Then I want you to look at this issue with the eyes of the Spirit.
According to that scripture, that God wants to do a new thing, can we see it? That we should forget about the old things and everything is new.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Very well.
Okay, then in verse 18. Verse 18.
Yes.
He said, remember not the
former things.
Consider not the things of old.
Yes.
Behold,
I do a new thing.
A new thing.
Yes.
That is it, sir. Then if we are saying that the youth are not capable to run the country, it's as if we are just saying that we don't even have future. Because definitely they have to come aboard. I remember what Vice President said in one of his meetings. He said if the youth are expecting that the old should leave the seat for them, that is not going to happen. That the youth need to rise up and take power from the old. He said something like this.
Sebastian, do you know that I invited Showore to my platform here?
No, I don't know of that, sir.
Yes, I interviewed him. If you go to YouTube now, you go and look for Sunday Adelaja and Showore, you will see my interview with him. And do you also know that I also interviewed Mogalu?
Yes, sir.
And several other people. But I spoke to Showore himself, talked to him and asked him. I have his number, I speak to him. And I told him, go and unite together with all these people. He told me, yes, he's not against. He said, but only if all of them can support him. Then I went and spoke to Mogalu because I wanted to be a middleman between them. When I spoke to Mogalu, Mogalu told me the same thing. He said, yes, I'm not against, but they should all unite and support me. So I started thinking, if these young people, all of them, they cannot agree now, what will happen if they have power?
Okay.
If they had united, if they had united, I would have been supporting one of them. But with them, everybody doing their own, one by one, nobody can win.
Okay, sir. I think, sir, this is the time that we need to look at it now with the eyes of the Spirit. And we'll look at it right from the one who have been there for the people, who have been there who really wish Nigeria good, who really wish Nigeria change right from the one.
Yes, but Showore alone cannot win it.
Yes, sir. I know of that. That is why we still need to be on his own side. All right, because me, I have belief that when the Lord want to change things, the number of people or the number of supporters outwardly does not count. It does not count. This is God. This is the truth. This is the truth. It does not count.
Okay, Benedict.
For me, I think we should be better talking about how the youth can take power from those old people who cannot even reason well anymore.
Yes.
They are old. This is the truth. You cannot expect, there's a parable the Lord made, Jesus made. He said you cannot put an old wine into a new bottle.
Yes.
You cannot put a new wine into an old bottle.
Yes.
He said it's going to explode. It's going to burst. This is the truth, sir.
Very good, very good. With the Sebastian, you've made your point. You made your point, because Ben wants to talk now. Thank you so much. Hello, Ben.
Got other callers. I think, Pastor, exactly what you are saying about exactly what you say.
I'm hearing you, Ben.
Exactly what you are saying. That you actually told Showore that if you want to be a leader, you guys should unite.
Yes.
But there's so much selfishness in this youth versus the old people. So as I said before, there's a protest election or a candidate, or there's a real candidate that have a chance. Showore have a chance to go and represent his state. He should go back home. He should do his homework. He can be an ambassador. The federal government can give him a position. Let him prove himself to Nigeria. You can't just come out just because you run Sahara newspaper and then you want to come and be a national leader, a president for that matter. So he should go and do his homework. So the election that we are fighting for, he knows, Showore knows Buhari is a honest man. Let him throw his support on Buhari.
Okay, Ben. We have another caller. Hello.
Hello, DSA.
Yes, sir. Who is calling from where, sir?
My name is Kunle Omoshehi. I'm calling from Manchester, United Kingdom.
Yes, Mr. Kunle. How are you doing today?
I'm very fine, DSA. Can you hear me clearly?
Very well, very well.
Wow. Today's program, this very program, is the most shocking program for me.
Okay.
Because of all the comments I've been reading, and especially because of this man with you, Mr. Ben Samuel.
Yes.
First and foremost, DSA, I want to put a question. You don't need to answer it, but maybe you will throw it to the whole audience, everybody listening.
Okay.
Did you watch the NTA broadcast, the interview attended by Buhari and Osinbajo?
Yes.
DSA, between you, me, and even between the sitting before Nigerians and the whole world, if I were to put a judgment on the leadership of Nigeria by that interview, DSA, what would be your judgment as to who should still be on the seat of leadership in Nigeria? DSA, let me put something to you. It is obvious and glaring, even from that interview.
Something is wrong with your telephone. Can you? It was good before. Can you speak? Bring it close to you so that we could hear better.
Okay. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes. Hello. Hello. We lost him. Okay, Ben. What will you have to say? Because he's saying that if you watch the interview between the Buhari and Osinbajo, that the man is not qualified, that he's sick.
That is his opinion, sir. The man that is sick, in the last 5 days, the president has flown to more than 5 states. He was in Kogi State, he was in Delta, he was in Kaduna, and he's in Niger. That is 76-year-old man that is not healthy, according to them. So with hundreds of thousands of people shouting upon this man's head, so this man has brought out himself. So let's not, because who is not sick in our family? Have we get old men in our family that is not having the same health?
No, but they said in Delta he couldn't speak the name of the gubernatorial aspirant.
I was telling you, I said the president have his own health issue. Everyone knows that. I mean, a lot of people did not expect this president to survive. So people can misquote. I can be having a conversation with you now, Pastor, and I'll forget. It will just snap, and I can't remember your name.
Okay.
No, I'm stupid. It happened to anyone.
It happens, yeah. Hello? I think we have a caller, another caller. Hello?
Hello, dear sir. This is ID calling from Atlanta.
ID, sir. Yes. Only you need to speak louder directly into the device.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Very good.
First, I just want to keep.
No. You have to speak the way you said. Can you hear me now? Now I can't hear again. You have to speak louder all the time.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, now it's good.
Okay, first, I just want to thank you for all that you're doing. And I've been thanking you forever, and I'll still continue to do that because you have helped a lot of people connect dots of certain understanding and philosophy that has been missing in life and particularly in the church, which we are a people of the church.
Yeah.
You know, I was in Nigeria a few months ago. Remember when I came back, I called
Yes, you told me, yes.
Yeah. Okay. And what that young man is saying, what is the guy at the program?
Ben, his name.
Ben is saying, yeah. What Ben is saying, everything is really, really true. We must direct ourselves on the right path. The concept of people, as a matter of fact, funny enough, I was in the gym this morning and I had to stop because I have my friends, a lot of us on a WhatsApp group, and we were talking about exactly the same thing because there are people supporting Atiku and complaining about Buhari, but at the end of the day, I was able to get them through the truth and philosophy to see that they are being prejudiced now. And anybody supporting, like Atiku, is in hope that they would be close enough to somebody in PDP and then they would benefit. It's just prejudices, you know. And I told them that they say, Atiku has to come in so that we can have jobs and money. I said that it's just like trying to solve our problem, the malaria. Somebody has malaria, and you give them Panadol that cure fever. What about the malaria parasite in the blood? What about when it's going to come back in the next 2 weeks? And nobody could answer that question. So, and I was in Nigeria myself, you know, and I told you initially when I used to go to Nigeria, I used to go travel like every 3 weeks. I was doing business in Africa a lot, particularly in East Africa. But, you know, I used to go with the perspective of just trying to judge. They don't have these, or they don't have coke, or they don't have electricity. I'm wearing better clothes, or I'm in America. You know, I used to go with that perspective, but I started going with the perspective of finding out opportunities and knowing the truth. The first thing I noticed on my way from the airport to my friend's house in Lekki was I noticed KFC in Lagos, you know, and KFC is an American franchise. So I stopped to go and see what's up in KFC, what happened inside there. And I saw KFC in Lagos. It was just like we have in America, except they had fried rice on the menu, which of course it has to relate with the environment so they can make profit. And so I started to say to myself, if KFC can work in Lagos the way it works in America, that means things can work in Nigeria. And then I started to realize as I traveled and I went across to the West East that the problem with Africa and all these things about hunger and food, it's not about lack. The ground is still fertile because, I went to my village and I saw that afang vegetable, what they call, ogasi in Igbo, is an expensive vegetable, but it used to be scarce when I was growing up. But I saw it growing everywhere, you know, and I said, wow, this thing is growing everywhere now. That means the ground is still fertile, you know, and everything is still good. So the problem then, what is the problem? The problem really in our country is a lack of creativity. It's like a man that is sitting on gold and don't know what to do with it. And so people have to come that think about what to do with it and do something with the gold, and you're there complaining. It is creativity, the creativity which is stifled by our culture, particularly the gospel of immediate gratification and miracle. You know, it's creativity that is lacking. There's nobody that is hungry. Those rivers have not dried up like it is in terms of being affected by climate change. There's nothing wrong with anything except the mind of the people.
No, but during the time of PDP, they were sharing money, and they said money was available in the society because people were sharing money from the villa. People will bring cash. That's what they are talking about.
But you see, that did not help, you know, because it's still like trying to cure malaria with Panadol, curing the fever, just giving you money. And what do they do with the money? They buy cars from America. They buy clothes from America. They come to America to buy houses here in America. I have a friend of mine that has a $17 million house. He's not even lived in that house 3 days in a year. And he spends about $6,500 $650,000 taxes on the house every year. You know, okay, what happens if he dies today? If he dies today, that house will be sold at the courthouse right there in the county for even less than, for whatever the tax is, which is $600,000. So, because definitely his family cannot maintain that house, his children cannot maintain that house because they don't have the resources. So that's what they're talking about. If they're talking about that, I mean, I had a business in 06. I had a business that was thriving. At 1 year, I made $1.3 million in my business, and it's because the people that came to America to do business brought the money. They could just wire. I mean, they were talking about dollars like it was naira. They'll tell, okay, I'm going to send 400,000. You think it's naira? It's dollars. You know, they were not working for it. So now those same people are back in poverty because they'll have a house, they have furniture, they have cars they cannot maintain. You cannot keep buying a brand new Rolls Royce or Range Rover every year. Where are you going to repair it? Where are you going to drive it? You see, the basic infrastructure to support the money that even if DSA, if I live in Atlanta, Georgia, right? One day I was with my father, he's 81 years old. I told my father, if you uproot this Atlanta downtown, as beautiful as it is, and take it to Uyo and Akwa Ibom, where I'm from, drop it in Uyo, bring Uyo, uproot Uyo the way it is, and bring it to Atlanta. In 6 months' time, the Uyo you brought to Atlanta will become Atlanta again. And the Atlanta you take from here to Uyo will die because they would have no use for the building, number one. They would have no infrastructure, the mindset, the brain, the necessity to sustain those infrastructures. So we just need to teach our people creativity. Now, we have so many things that we lack understanding in. For example, they will say pastors in America don't preach politics. That is a lie. I'm a pastor. We talk about politics, but you just don't tell the people which party to choose or to vote for. Now, there is a law in America that people don't even understand because they will always say things like it's a separation of church and state in America. Yes, that is because of the law that was enacted by the Congress in 1800 that the state cannot establish a church or religion. But there is not a separation of God and state in America. They must understand that. Those are two different things. The state cannot establish a state religion, but in God we trust. Whatever way people decide to fight to God is okay, but God must be the factor at the end of the day. So pastors do talk about politics, and I mean, matter of fact, the Reverend Clementa Pinkley that was killed in South Carolina during Obama era was a member of the House, the first member Speaker of the House in America. His name was, I think, Reverend Fred Muckelberg. He was a Methodist pastor in the Congress. So they have to be careful how we try to say about, oh, church and state. No, you just cannot tell people vote for Republicans and vote for Democrats, but you can tell them about government and the necessity and to choose the right thing based on the Bible. So they must understand these things, you know. So I think at this point, really, if we are standing between the devil and the blue sea in terms of Nigeria, I think Buhari is better than Atiku because at least there's no one person so far that has attacked the person of Buhari in terms of corruption. Not even one person has said, oh, he stole money. Oh, this is the house that he built. So we are better off in integrity with such a person that trying to gamble on somebody who say he's gonna give us jobs and company. It's impossible. He can never do anything. In America, for example, before you get to that place of being a leader, you have proven structure. You are a community leader. So I think all these other younger people, they should go to their local government, go to their state, and start from there. Like Obama did, starting as a community leader, build from there. So, I mean, I studied leadership, you know. You have to see the track record of leadership. It's not just, oh, because you were in United Nations, oh, you were in a Sahara Republic, oh, you were in this. No. That's different when you're leading people. And we can see that in Trump. It's not about business success. So you have to start from the grassroots to influence people, to mitigate with people, to support people, to help people, understand with the people, and the people would help grow you. I think that's what they need to do at this point.
Beautiful, Mr. Pastor Heidi, you've done a good job. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Now, Ben, I want to hear your comments on what Mr. Heidi said, because he was basically supporting you. What do you say about that?
I think, as I told you before, sir, the silent majority are very, very articulate in their argument. And hold on, sir, because I think my computer.
Okay. Don't worry. We have another caller. Let me just get this other caller to come and join us then. That will be the last call. And then yes. I will come back to Ben to, you know, to
Yes.
give his
Let's
last speech.
take that call then.
Yes, and but meanwhile, you know, the silent majority that he was
So-
talking about is the plague of silence, which we have to break.
Plague of
So
silence.
let's hear this other caller who is coming
Yes.
on now, and then we'll come back to Ben. So the plague of silence, I wrote a book on it, and I just want to, you know, challenge all of you to go get your own copy on Amazon. Hello?
Hello, DSA.
Yes, sir. Who is calling from where, sir?
Okay, this is Prince. I'm calling from Lagos.
Oh, wow. I'm always happy to hear from the homeland. Thank you. How are you, Prince?
I'm good, sir. And I thank you for all that you have been doing.
Thank you,
I've been
sir.
following it for a couple of months now. And then the truth is that like, a lot of things has changed for me as a person. You know, my thinking has changed in terms of religion and all the rest because of the truths that I've known. Having said that, I think for me, in the political scene, I think first of all, I want to point out the fact that you have a lot of abuses on internet and based on people sharing their thoughts and sharing their opinion. I think I personally can trace it to pre-election of 2015.
Okay.
You had a party then, PDP, that was in power, that was spreading rumors about this current president. They said he was brain dead. They said he was do that. They were spreading a lot of hatred against this president. He was sick. He was that. He was doing that. And that for me, I know that he had impacted on us. He had divided us further. Even the religious organization did not even do better. They were doing same. Because I could remember I was there in church because I used to attend Winners when Jonathan came for church for Sunday service, and he was practically introduced to us. And I was telling my friend that came with me, I said, if you like, bring your house work into this place. I'm not going to vote for Jonathan because I know the antecedents. I know what he has done, and we cannot continue this way. So going into the coming election, it is obvious that we cannot compare Buhari and Atiku. Atiku has antecedents. Atiku was the chairman of BPE as the vice president. He virtually, stood and as the chairman, they sold all various assets, power, telecommunication, to their cronies, to their friends. And what was the difference? Nothing. We had a $16 billion dollar issue for power that was not resolved up to today. Why do you think that Bola Ige was killed? Was it not on top of all these issues? So Nigerians should sit down. I'm not saying that the Buhari government they have done fantastically well. I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying that we should continue to support older people. But as of today, the choice that we only have two choices: either Atiku or Buhari. And I think we should begin to compare apples with apples. They have done 16 years. They have only done 3.5 years. And in terms of progress, they have done a lot. And so people should know, people that are making noise and cursing people on the internet, they should know that one, elections are not won on social media. You will see from the support of the president, it has a grassroots support. And that is what we should encourage all these younger politicians. We should encourage them to start from the grassroots.
No, but you are based, Prince, you are based in Nigeria.
Yeah.
But you are based in Nigeria, so you could tell us, they said the hunger in Nigeria now is unprecedented. So what will you, how can you be based in Nigeria where they said people cannot eat, there is hunger, and you are saying Buhari is better?
There's always the hunger crisis in Nigeria. It is not today. And it is not this government that caused the hunger. I used to work in financial institutions. I knew what happened within the last 5 years when Jonathan was there. These are all Jonathan cronies that were collecting loan from bank in the name of oil block, oil transaction, and all this. That almost ruins the Nigerian banking system. And people are sitting down and these are money that they took out of the system, thinking that they were going to invest in oil facilities and all those, but they took them out offshore. Why do you think all the banks in Nigeria, even the Greater First Bank, they keep paying huge amounts of making a loan loss provision, a huge amount? Last year alone, First Bank paid over 350 billion a loan loss provision because of transactions that are linked to Jonathan and his cronies. So we should begin to think that the cause of hunger is not Buhari, and recession is not caused by a single government. What led to restructuring is as a result of policies, as a result of bad policies that have been happening in the last 6 or 7 years. And so if a government has come to ensure that we have saved, we are saving money for infrastructure that will drive, that will drive employment and all the rest, then we should commend this government. Maybe from 2023, we'll begin to, shift our focus, and then, people should start building their political basis now. But for this 2019, we don't have a choice in the PDP, the Atiku-led PDP government. They're going to ruin us. They're going to kill this economy. They're going to sell this whole nation to their cronies, to their families. They don't care.
What about the ones who are saying that you have Showore, you have Mogalu, the younger people?
No, I have said that. I also finished from the University of Lagos. I knew Showore was a way more senior. Maybe when I was in year 1, it was in final year and all the rest. No, but that is not what we win an election. They are young, but they need to build their political basis. Election is not won by on social media and then gallivanting and writing that. No, you build people, because a lot of people that will vote in this election, they don't have access to internet. They don't have access to all this kind of discussion that we are doing. You must go to the grassroots and build your political basis. That is the only way you can win election. We are not going to trust, just like the other caller said, Obama started as a community leader before he went to Senate and then eventually become a president. You don't just come from nowhere and say, because I am this, I am a publisher. No, even though I love your radicality, I love the way you do things, but you cannot command the population that will win an election for you. So me personally, I voted Buhari the last time, and I'm going to vote him. I'm going to vote him because we don't have an option. We can't risk why risk the time to give back power to the people that ruined the economy in the first place. An average Nigerian does not understand what led us to recession. They just feel that, okay, because this man is there, a lot of people are complaining of hunger. That is not. It is the practices of past government. And so we must look forward now to begin to build structures, to begin to build, our grassroots. And anybody that wants to go into the political scene, it is not by standing aloof and telling people that, okay, that's not how to win an election.
Wow, Prince.
For me, I'm going for President Muhammadu Buhari. Whether they call him Jubril for whatever, I'm going to vote for that Jubril.
Wow.
Let him continue.
Wow. Thank you so much, Prince. Strong point. Strong point. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Well, let's go back to Ben. And Ben has to tell us his last word before
we go.
This is your last word for the audience. You've had all different opinions.
Yes.
Please.
I think, thank you so much, Pastor, again. The last caller actually summarized everything that is upon my heart and exactly the same message that we're sending out.
But the funny thing is that he is calling from Nigeria and he's saying the hunger is not because of Buhari, and the ones who are not living in Nigeria are saying there is hunger over there.
It's never because of Buhari. The hunger they talk about is just a definition. It's just something they define. So there's always been hunger. But the reason is this. If you are a farmer and every year your crops are not producing and you're putting crops down, you don't say there's a hunger, you ask, why? Am I in the right place? Is the land fertile? What is the problem? Are we applying the right manure, the fertilizer we are using? That is the question you should be asking. You don't just jump out and say there's hunger, there's hunger, there's hunger. Why is there hunger? People have been living outside the means of their income.
Yeah, but we are saying that they were distributing money from Abuja.
Yeah, they were distributing money from Abuja. Before, I was in Abuja and I was in Hilton Hotel, and then they were working the Hilton. They were doing renovation, and I was at the reception. I was having a word with the girl at the bar, with the woman at the bar, and she told me under Jonathan, even if the hotel is falling, they have no time to fix it.
Why?
I said, why? He said, because the whole rooms were occupied. He said, under this government, he said, people are no longer coming. No government official is coming here to have a room for 9 days, 20 days, that even they don't live in it. Wow. They just paid for it.
Are you serious?
Yes. In the Hilton Transcorp Hotel. And I said, is there a room available? And he said, there's always a room under Buhari. There's always a room. In the Hilton, the bar were empty. I said, why? I said, why? He said, why? He said, because there's no longer free money. The woman was like, he said, Buhari is the best thing that ever happened. A worker there.
Wow.
A worker there. He said, before, one permanent secretary would be like, have 2 rooms, 3 rooms that is paid for. It's no longer happening. So people say there's hunger. There's no hunger.
Yes, I used to know bishops as GOs who booked for 5 years, 7 years from Obasanjo's time. They pay a year ahead, like yes. half $1,000,000 in the Hilton Hotel and Sheraton
Hotel. And then those are not, that is not happening anymore. They say there's hunger. So I was also having a word with a driver, and the driver told me, he said, listen, sir, there's no money. He said, before, if you go take somebody and drop the person will just give you like 3,000. I said, he said, the same person I'm taking now, they're no longer giving me money. I said, because the money they're giving you does not belong to them. So that is why when you get free money, you share it. There's no longer free money. People are working for their earning now. This is what this government is all about. I said it on my video. I know someone that got a contract that the guy did not visit the place. He did not visit that place and he got paid.
And he didn't do the contract.
He did not eat. I said, Pastor, he did not visit the place and he got paid. He shared it. The person that will go and look at the road, he will get his own. The person that is awarding the money, he will get his own. The banker that will release over 500 million without paperwork, he will get his own. Everybody closed
mouth. And the contract was never done.
Got done where it has never been done. I say he did not visit the location. So can you do that?
This is during that at Jonathan's time?
Yeah, during Jonathan's time. So you cannot do that now. People get supply and they never supply the item. They go there pay. They just issue invoice. No one say these are not happening. Things are still happening under this government. But it be minimized. People now have fear. They can't just rob the way they used to do it anymore. So do you compare this government with the old government? Absolutely no comparison. So my message to people that are listening to us is this: Buhari is the right candidate for Nigeria for the sake of the future of your children. Not my children. We are fine. That's what you need to understand. For the future of the land of Federal Republic of Nigeria, we cannot afford to elect Atiku. He will sell Nigeria. He don't give a damn about our country. So this is he has proved it before, he will prove it again. This guy was a vice president. He did not fix our university. He went to buy one that rich people can attend. So don't tell me.
He did not fix electricity.
Yes, sir.
He did not fix electricity also.
He did not fix it. He went to design mechanical generator and polluting the air in Nigeria. And they shared the 16 billion US dollar among themselves. And that man is telling me we shouldn't be talking about it. We are talking about it because that is his credential. So if you apply for a job, you bring your credential. His credential has been corruption upon corruption equals to corruption. So he's not welcome. So Nigeria is not for sale. So this is why we are fighting. This is why we are talking. So for some of you that say we should keep quiet, we are not going to keep quiet. Even when we get Buhari elected, the challenges is not over. The remnant of corruption is still lingering around. So you have to, before you vote for anybody, why do you think PDP are shouting? That judge, the Chief Justice of Federation, that is on a 750,000 naira a month, he's remitting into his account $50,000 cash. And you are giving me a justification why we should leave that guy. And PDP said, no. He's from our side. We cannot let him. Why would that guy decide one more case? That is my question for you. Because this is, Pastor, this get me upset when I think about this.
No, but the governors also got together to support him.
Because the guy has been, they think the guy will be there so that when the election tribunal come, he will decide it for them. It's not going to happen. It's not going to. Why do you think they are supporting him? When the former minister, this girl, this lady from London that Buhari appointed, the former minister of finance,
Kemi.
Yeah, Kemi. When her case came over, that woman did not even did that. It's not that she did anything that cannot be done. Just about his NYC, that the people that issued the certificate did not come from the right. The omission certificate they issued to him was fake. She was not living in Nigeria. That woman would have been one of the best finance ministers Nigeria will ever have. Well articulated, well educated woman. So when it was discovered that the people that omitted her, the certificate she presented was not original, she resigned. The government advised her to resign. She resigned. Because they were against her, because this woman was discovering the jam under 6 years of Jonathan. They remitted 3 million naira. That is the jam which every kid in Nigeria has to take, like our GCSE here. They remitted 3 million naira. Under Buhari government, under 3 years, they remitted over 5 billion naira. So tell me, the JAMB form is being sold for 5,000 or how much are they selling it? And millions of children are buying it. And that money is being swallowed by somebody. And this woman came out and they found it out and they were talking about it and the enemy went into jail. And she resigned. Here you have a judge, a federal judge, that is the Chief Justice of Nigeria, putting money, $50,000 into his account every month, paper proof, and you are telling me you are giving an excuse why we should leave him there. That judge should be ashamed of himself. I think he should be resigning before anybody tell him to resign. He should do the right thing and walk away. So those are the PDP candidates. Those are the enemy of Nigeria. Not Buhari. Buhari is never enemy of Nigeria. Wow. So before you vote, if you know anyone that have PVC, tell them this message. Share it with them. Tell them to see beyond the food that come on their stomach in the afternoon. They should think about the future of their children. They should think about equal society, progressive society, where we share everything that we have together instead of one person eating it. Instead of one person having a designer road to his house, while the whole road of other people is nothing to drive on.
Wow.
Where one person is driving a plane and the other person cannot even afford a bicycle. That is not right. That's not a fair society. So we are going to create the biggest platform in the history of Nigeria, a progressive movement, whereby we will question who we are going to elect into position in Nigeria. We will question their patriotism, and we will campaign to get the right people that love our country.
Beautiful. Ben, you have done
That
so.
is what we stand for, sir. That is our platform.
You have done so well.
Platform. That is what we are. Thank you so much for this chance, Pastor.
You are like a one-man army, and I like the fact that you are dressing like a military. You are ready for the fight.
Pastor, I told them, I'm not carrying gun. It's a peaceful one. We are talking, we are having a conversation. I am internet soldier for PMB, for good governance, for dignity, for black race. Nigeria sit down to be the biggest black human race on the planet, and we can't afford to govern ourselves. I'm ashamed of that.
Well,
I can't make example of us.
I will be coming back in the next 15 minutes to do another program about the Holy Spirit. But thank you so very much, Ben. You have done so beautifully well. For those people who are looking for him, his Facebook page is called Never Atiku.
My personal Facebook is Ben Samuel. You can follow me, and I'm also we are on Instagram as Never Articulator page. This page will be changing as soon as the president is won. After the election, we'll be changing it to Patriotic Nigeria page. So we'll be naming it, and you'll be following. There'll be a website to follow. So we will carry on this movement. We will question them. We will challenge them. We will be following the government of APC all through. So our message and our mission is ongoing.
Beautiful. Well, everybody that's watching us, that's it for today. And we have to say, that's that book, How to Make Nigeria the Greatest Country in the World. If you have not read that book, you've got to read it, because you will fall in love with Nigeria after reading this book. And of course, the second book is, The Plague of Silence, which must be broken in Nigeria. Even if you don't agree, let everybody say their own. Let everybody say their own opinion. But the fear, the plague of silence has to be broken. And for those of you who want to visit Ukraine and attend our training program, our next training program is coming up in February, from 2nd to the 7th of February. It's called History Makers Training. So go to my blog, sundaydelajablog.com/HMT. Then you'll be able to register. Or you just write to hmt@godembassy.org. But in the next 15 minutes, I'll be coming back to continue my series on the Holy Spirit. Thank you so much, Ben. Thank you so much, everybody. It has been a wonderful,
your hard work not being vain, sir.
Thank you. God bless. Peace.
Thank you, sir. Bye for now.